Well, it's the 30th of June. Bugs are out, getting ready, cleaning up at the pond for 4th of July. This spring we found a number of trees and things that had gone down over the winter and maybe late in the autumn after we quit mowing, and that killed a bunch of grass and stuff. So we're going to take another look around the pond and see what happened this time. So here that's going north. I'm now going kind of northeast, and here's one tree that came down. Here's a shot of the pond itself, and the two biggies there are two big chunks of tree in there. One tree, the one closest to us here, isn't too big. The other one is pretty good size tree, and I guess that's what it looks like. We already had made some new brush piles last year from the trees that we cut to give a little more sunlight to the area. But in addition to that, we had 3 or 4 more trees down, and in this area here the grass wasn't all that good to begin with, but now it's even worse because a couple of pretty good sized trees fell down here. And so and we still haven't dropped all the trees that I marked last year or the year before to add sunlight, so we'll have to get to them yet. But here's part of the cleaning up of one of the trees, and if the camera's a little more shaky than usual, it's just because there's bugs and I'm swatting them as they land. So there's one tree that came down. There's another big one that actually fell over, and when I cut it off up there, the thing flipped up in the air and fell back into the hole that the root ball came out of, and we sawed some of it up firewood size. We were just in a hurry to get the thing cleaned up, and there's a new brush pile, and so just kind of looking around, we moved a few things around. But at any rate, so that's what it looks like there. So now we'll take a closer look at the 2 trees in the pond. Here's the one that's the biggest problem. I don't know if you can tell, but he's probably close to 16 inches in diameter here, right at the base. And he's I thought he was a red oak. Oh, I see. There's right here, this is maple, and it's entwined with the tree out there, but the tree itself, the big one here, is a red oak, I'm pretty sure. At any rate, so it's kind of going to be heavy, so I'm going to have to trim some of these guys out of the way to avoid springing of them back when I don't want them, and do some sawing, and probably get in the boat or get in the waders and saw that log up a bit. It's kind of got a pretty good kink to it, so it's not that valuable as a saw log. The other tree appears to be broken off from this thing right here, and there must be a few other things too, because there's his mess in the pond, and we'll be able to latch onto him with a chain and or strap and pull him out and then saw him up. So anyway, so this is looking back at one of last year's brush piles, and a number of trees went down up in this area, and here's one that needs to be cut up, but we just wanted to get the trees cut up that were laying on the grass. So we had, I don't know, 2 or 3 trees down here, and so this is a new brush pile from cleaning that mess up. And here's the semi cut up to firewood logs. And the problem is here, I don't know how well you can see it, but this area here used to be grass, and now of course it's just little weeds, plantain and dandelions and I don't know what coming up there. But you see that's pretty bare. We have grass there, we have bare there, and we have grass there. So that's kind of a shot of it. One last shot at the trees in the pond from the other side of the pond. plenty of frog action around here right now. Anyway, so that's what that looks like at this point. All right, and we got other things that have fallen in the woods. We must have had big winds last fall. There's a big one that's cracked off, so on. That's the way it goes in the woods. There's another big one up there. Surprising we got away with no more down stuff than we did. So that's it for now. Might be a decent log in there. At least it'll make some firewood. Plenty of work for somebody who wants to just get busy with the chainsaw, that's for sure. Okay, and away we go.